What do you think about putting tampons and pads in the men's restroom here on campus for men who have periods?
Yeah, absolutely. That's essential.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more than people think.
What, men having periods?
Yeah.
By God. Did you tell them to seek medical help if men are having periods?
Well, trans men have periods.
Oh, okay. Okay, explain that one to me.
Yeah, so people who have transitioned from female to male, obviously, they might still have periods, and, if they identify as male, they have the right to go into the men's room. But if they're still having periods, they have the right to have, the products they need.
Stop it. Get some help.
Men don't have periods. Period. These people have taken over the asylums at this point, and I think they've all just been let loose. I'm pretty sure biology is fixed from birth. You can't just switch between the two. And these are the same people that say it's hurtful when they get misgendered, but they're misgendering themselves. And the look on this guy's face, I think he's 50-50. I think he's scared to say the truth, but at the same time he's a donut. So let's just go with, yeah, he's a donut.
Do you think there's differences between men and women?
Yes, there are biological differences between men and women.
But I'm saying there's certain character attributes and traits of how young men should be raised and how young ladies should be raised.
You are defining that women should be raised in one way and men should be raised in another.
Without a shadow of a doubt, yes. Men
How
should
men be raised?
to be gentlemen, to never use force unless absolutely necessary, and women who are more biologically likely to be nurturers and caretakers should be taught to be ladies from a young age. That's biologically consistent.
So and stay at home. And
No, if women want to do something different, then that's fine. However, the data shows when men and women around ages 6 to 18 are given the option of what kind of majors they want to study, women tend to go towards early childhood education, nursing, so on and so forth, and men tend to go towards business and finance. Men and women have biological differences.
Got him.
because of the way that they were raised.
No, that you and I completely disagree. It's the DNA chromosomal structure that is inherent in who they are. Men are better at some things than women, and women are better at some things than men.
What things are men better at?
Lifting heavy objects. Women are better caretakers and nurturers. Women are more organized. Women mature earlier.
I'm a way better nurturer than my sister. I work with kids. Holy shit.
There are always exceptions to the rule, but the rule exists for a reason. So the top...
There cannot be exceptions to a rule because the rule doesn't exist.
No, that's not the case. You have the rule, which is a generally true on the aggregate, but you always have things that are outliers to the data trend. Men are typically physically gifted than women. That's true.
I'm sorry. Say that again?
That men are usually stronger physically than women. That is true. The data supports that. Are there women that are stronger than men? Of course. That's an exception to a rule. That's called an outlier to data.
How is that naturally better?
I'm not saying better. I'm not saying one sex or gender is better than the other. They're different.
I can see your point. I can see that men do have more testosterone.
Oh, okay.
So they are
That's what
stronger.
I'm saying. So there's differences.
Yes, but
Therefore, men are better at certain things than women, and women are better at certain things than men.
What an idiot!
I just can't imagine the mental fortitude this guy has to just talk common sense to these people. Honestly, I don't think we're evolving. I think we're devolving. And the craziest thing is that these debates always happen in a place that is meant to be a place of learning and education. Man, are we going backwards or what?
Get up the road! He's gonna eat you. Get up the road! Push him up the road!
I'm not joking, my son needs to get to school. I need to get
Move
out the way now.
She's gonna punch her up. Wait, punch her up.
My son is 11 and he needs to get to
Punch
school.
her up.
My son is 11, he needs to get to school and I need to get to work. So move out the way. Move out of the way and let me get my son to school. Let me get my son to school. I'll be there gonna beat you.
Hey, look, that's it. That's it. Push her. Go on. Push her. Get out the road, you silly.
Right.
road then.
Someone needs to move them out the way. Move out of the way now. Move out.
Oh shit, they're crying. Move.
My son needs to get to school. I don't care.
Yeah, don't be messing with a single mum when she's trying to get her kid somewhere. You know, my mum would have jumped out of that car and started dishing out cans of beatings. And honestly, I'm more concerned about the car. But fair play to this mum, she didn't take no shit from these lot.
Can men menstruate?
I mean, I don't know. It's a scary question.
Yes.
Yes.
I would say yes.
No.
No. What do you think?
No.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah.
say so.
We're not going to answer the question.
Why is that?
I feel like you're prying for us to say something controversial, but we're not going to get involved.
Is it okay? So it's a controversial question.
I don't know.
Can men menstruate?
Can men what?
No. No.
Get the period?
No. What the man? We don't think like that. And it's only two genders.
That's what I'm talking about!
So you think it's fine to say to religious people that they are prohibited from gathering outside, wearing a mask, socially distanced. They can't do it. But if you want to come and protest and defund the police, if you want to support that, that's fine. You can gather in mass, person to person, close up, thousands of people. That's okay. That discrimination's okay. That's your position.
Senator, that is not my position.
It was your position. It's what you argued.
I did not write these orders. What I said.
You defended it in court, and you just articulated to me what I take to be your position. Why were the restrictions that you defended struck down as discriminatory? Why were they? You know the facts. You were a good lawyer. Why'd you lose?
Senator.
Oh, come on, Judge. Don't make me do this. Do you want me to go through it for you? You lost because Mayor Bowser was going to mass protests herself personally with thousands of people. At the same time she was doing that, she was prohibiting churches, religious people, from gathering socially distanced outside wearing masks.
Gotcha.
Man, this guy got her good. Her face during this just says it all, doesn't it? She was speechless. And then at the end of that, he goes, come on, Judge, don't make me do this. Man, that was a fatality heading right her way at that point.
Fatality.
This is a disgrace to do on a college campus.
Why is it a disgrace?
Do you know how many women here have been
And
victims
I
of
feel
the
for them.
exact same
You know how many
things?
men are wrongfully
Do you?
accused every
You
single
clearly
year?
don't. You clearly have no fucking idea. I have girls texting me on this campus that are victims that have seen this sign today and like are calling hotlines because of how shit they feel.
What,
and I think
because
that's
I'm saying
ridiculous.
that
None of
Kavanaugh's
women
wrongfully
standing up for this
accused?
campaign. This is ridiculous.
How is it my fault that I'm standing up for a wrongfully
It's not your
accused
fault,
man?
But I'm letting you know you're re-traumatizing victims right now. No matter like what this situation is, there are girls trying to get, and boys, okay, and men trying to get from class to class to their study hall to everything, who are victims of this assault and who now feel like shit.
Why can't she tell us the time, place, year, neighborhood, house?
Because when you
zero
experience
corroborating witnesses.
PTSD, if anyone understands trauma, I'm an advocate for victims. It is almost always that they cannot recall any of those things. That is what PTSD does to you. PTSD. And that is what happens in the military as well. Facts don't matter on this campus.
If you see a sign or a person that you don't agree with and you've got to call a hotline, let me tell you, you've got a lot to learn in life, my friend. And while these birds were yapping about victims, they forget about the person who's wrongly accused. I think they're the victim in this. And I see these crazy videos all the time on these campuses. This is where the madness happens, man, where people get triggered and upset over signs and words.
Yeah, so I'm non-binary and I use he, they pronouns. So I've like gone along with like the whole like pronoun journey.
Gender's a social construct, it doesn't exist.
I use they, them pronouns. What does they, them mean? Again, explain it to me. Well, I identify as non-binary, so it's not man or woman or either ends of the spectrum. It's somewhere in between or nowhere.
What did that just mean?
What kind of gloves are those? Are those receiver gloves?
No, they're like... Listen to this.
What about...
It's hilarious.
Are you anti, capitalism? You don't like people with money and shit like that?
Well, I mean, the thing...
Because I'm rich as fuck.
Well, I mean...
Do you think if you worked as hard as I was rich as I was, had a house in Nantucket, vacationed on the beach, had beautiful sunsets at the galley, you'd be walking around with a mask on right now?
No, I'm not going to betray my values for that. I'm not going to build myself up by exploiting other people's labor and, push my way to the top that way.
Have you ever been in Nantucket?
No.
Beautiful.
Ziad, I use he, him pronouns, and I am Bangladeshi American.
Don't worry, mate. We all feel the exact same way as you. So him rolling his eyes for that second, he got a lot of backlash from the wokies for this. And this was his response to that.
And yeah, I just rolled my eyes. I'm glad the cameras caught it because I was like, it's just a natural reaction. And there's a lot of people who said that was rude, you shouldn't have done that, or you acted triggered. It's like, no, I didn't yell at him or. But the truth is, the pronoun stuff is ridiculous, and I think ridiculous things need to be ridiculed, right?
These ain't opinions. These are facts.
I'm a clump of cells. Why can't you kill me?
I can.
Oh, that was lovely. I really hope you don't try to kill me or anybody else in that matter, because we shouldn't go around killing human beings that maybe we disagree with. And also, I don't know if I'd be videotaping my death threats to people and putting them online. Really hope you don't ever try to look for a job where a future employer, I don't know, finds you on TikTok.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Yeah, I can just look at that girl and know she's a flipping psychopath. Making a TikTok like that and uploading it, I mean, why? Why do that?
Can men get pregnant?
Depends. I know.
What does it depend on?
I know trans men that can get pregnant.
That means it's a woman. Only one sex can get
that's
pregnant.
a circular argument. That's
it's not a
making
circular argument.
Yeah.
It's proving my thing. There is a truth, a concrete truth. You have to be born with a uterus to have a baby. Only women can get pregnant. The fact that we've arrived in a society where
Right, and that's the part I'm disagreeing with. That's the part I'm disagreeing with.
There's nothing to disagree with it. These are facts. So you can say that this person who is pregnant identifies as a man. That person was born a woman. I can tell you that every single time because only women can have sex because there are concrete truths about life.
Have babies.
Can have babies, pardon. And that is a hard truth about life. You cannot make that go away because you want to call a man, somebody who has a beard and dresses like a dude a woman. Only if it's pregnant, I can tell you exactly what it is. It's a woman.
I don't know who this guy is, and I don't want to know who this guy is, but he is one of the biggest donuts I've ever seen. He's just part of the problem. This guy can't believe what he's saying. This guy's just saying nothing but a bunch of shite, mate. I would love to sit in front of these people and debate them. I really would. That's something I'd love to do on this channel. Get all the donuts I've seen, get them in one room, and just have me at one side and give them facts about life. Give them a reality check, because these flipping melons need it. Alright guys, we made it this far. So today's daily quote is, it takes a real man to realise that one woman is enough. I really like this one because, you know, especially in the red pill space, you know, a lot of guys are like, you need to sleep with hundreds and thousands of women. Don't settle down. Don't be in a relationship, you know, sleep around. But these are the same people that complain about girls with high body counts. So they're kind of hypocrites to that. I would always rather be with a woman who loves me for who I am and have a genuine relationship and a family, kids. Sleeping around with all these women, it's only going to fulfill you for a certain amount of time. But I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow.